If you can connect all the dots to where you're trying to go, your goals aren't big enough. So if you know exactly what you're supposed to do, you need to dream bigger. And people that are transforming technology and changing the world dream big enough that they can have some good plans, they can do some research, but they still got to take that risk and go chase something amazing. One of the things that we'll start out, we talk about innovation, and my talk is going to be experiential. I'm going to talk about some things that have happened in companies that I've worked with in the past and how innovation has played a part in growing those firms and some lessons that I've learned. And then we'll answer some questions and talk some. But one of the things about creativity and innovation is that failure is a prerequisite. Failure has to do with risk-taking, and you've got to be willing to go beyond kind of your current line of sight of what you believe is possible. And now one of the things, if you look at my bio and some of the things our team is working on at Walk West, as a marketer, we invested in Walk West in 2015, $300,000 in revenue, 2 people employees. Our founder, Brian Ornorio, and 1 design engineer. From 2015 to 2019, we've grown from $300,000 in revenue to $6 million in revenue. One of the things that we do when we think about innovation, and I'll talk about it from the Walk West perspective, is at some point the agency model in its traditional form is going to die. So we intentionally are building a platform called Walk West On Demand, which basically creates an external portal to where you can work with marketing consultants on a pay-per-use model. And we're going to launch that in 2020 because we know that on-demand models, self-service is coming, and we don't want to be on the back end of that in our industry because we got 40, 50 people that are counting on us to continue to grow. And so we're figuring out different ways to engage with clients all along the way. My point in doing this is with industry transformation, you need to be on the cutting edge of that for your company. Innovation isn't something that you need to think about that's cool to do. Innovation is something you need to do to survive. Everything must be sold. So if I've said some things that are interesting, that are helpful, I have a podcast, and so you can go to the podcast and listen more on selling ideas. We sent some of this out pre-event, but we've got a longer version there. But the thing that I'll close with, and then we'll take a few questions, is that independent of how good you think or how great or how transformational you think your idea is, you've got to figure out a way to position it, you've got to figure out a way to message it, and you've got to be able to sell your ideas. And all of the different points that I've made throughout the talk will help you do that. But at the end of the day, you've got to move someone's behavior to say yes, to give you the resources to chase your dream.